Hello, and welcome to the What's Up London show. I'm your host, Jennifer Slay. Here in London, Ontario, we live on the traditional lands of the Haudenosaunee, Anishinaabeg, the Lenape and Shinonton peoples. I am grateful to be able to live, play, work, and rest on these lands. I am also grateful and want to take a moment to acknowledge my ancestors for the sacrifices they have made so that I can be here with you today. Today's show is a mix of advocacy, education, and fun. Please stay to watch all 4 segments and share them with your networks. Now, were you aware that there is a lack of financial education in Canada? It has become quite evident to a number of financial literacy educators that Canadians are struggling when it comes to their finances. Traditionally, financial advisors have been reserved for a small percentage of Canadians who have a net worth of over $250,000. But what about those who are not quite there? Caitlin and Piri are financial educators who have decided it's time to do something about this issue. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Jen.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about what you do.
So, a little bit about me. My name is Piri. I started this business around 3 years ago. Became part of this business, to be honest. This business has been going on for almost 37 years. But when I started out as just a personal educator. For example, one-on-one classes. But almost 1.5 years into the business, we realized that this one-on-one will take forever. Yeah. Imagining educating millions of Canadians. That is where we started doing campaigns. We noticed that the others are being successful in North America and in many in the United States. So we started doing that campaigns for more than 10, 15, 20, 30, 50 peoples. Mm-hmm. And Caitlin has been spearheading these campaign programs. Mm-hmm. So in these campaigns, we focus on educating people on pure finance, which they are supposed to be educated in our high schools and grades. Supposed to be basic one-on-one, but unfortunately it's not. Right. So we are taking that responsibility, and Caitlin can share a bit about the campaign.
Yeah, so I'd love to share about the workshops. So part of our National Financial Literacy campaign, we're doing financial literacy workshops. So we have started these at our office. We have a brand new location on Dundas Street, and we're inviting the community to come out for free workshops. And we're also partnering with different community organizations. So for example, we just finished a workshop series with LUSO, and we're going to Strathroy to the New Wave Youth Center to do youth workshops as well. So we're just trying to reach out to the community, let them know what we're doing, and invite people to come for free, because part of this campaign is saying that everyone deserves financial education. You know, no one has to pay for these workshops. They're completely free. Anyone can learn. So this is our mission, and what we're trying to do is just educate as many people as possible, because this is truly empowering knowledge that can change their life.
Oh, that's amazing. And so the workshops, are they every day, once a week? How do they work?
So we have them every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. at the office at 1835 Dundas. So anyone is invited to come. You can bring your friends. And then we're also partnering with different communities. So for example, like if you have a community organization or a club and you want us to host workshops, you can reach out to me, and I'd be happy to meet with you as well, because we want to not only invite people to where we are, but reach out to the community and go where people are. So.
Yeah. Now I can sense both of you have a passion for this. What got you into this? What's like, oh, I need to do something?
Me personally, I'm not from finance at all. I never went to school for finance. I went to school for engineering, for robotics, and I worked as an engineer for multiple powerful companies. But when you're in engineering, you notice that, or when you're in robotics especially, your job is literally laying off people, because robots are replacing people like that. But it's part of the job, and never affected me for a long time. But one day I met this financial advisor. He's my mentor, and he showed some basic finances in our maths. And that's when I realized how little I know, even after studying for years in colleges and everything, that how badly I'm in finance and maths and money. That is what brought me into this business. It was basically a one-on-one, but now we want to help as many Canadians as possible, not just London, as many Canadians as possible. And she is doing a good job doing that campaigner programs.
Thank you. For me, I've lived in Canada my whole life, and I was always looking, I was always asking my parents, I was always searching online, but I can never find what I was looking for that has all the financial education I need until I came to our campaign and I started learning about what we're doing. we really teach on every single topic to empower people to make good decisions. So I was always looking for financial education. Everywhere I went, I could just never find it. And I found this is the perfect mix of everything you need to know.
And the impact has been great, right?
Yeah, so many people have said this has changed their lives. Just last week we were at one of our workshops, and the people, every single person came to thank us saying we've needed this education. Nobody else has taught us. Nobody has sat down to take the time to teach them this, right?
Most people are lacking in financial knowledge, and that is where when we sit down with someone for just 30 minutes or 45 minutes, I've never seen a single appointment people are saying oh, Puri, I already know about all these things. And not a single appointment people have said. It's why haven't anybody taught us this before? It's supposed to be teaching us a long time ago, right?
Well, to learn more, they just need to contact you and go to the workshops, which are free to the public.
Yes.
And thank you for doing what you're doing. You're going to help a lot of people.
Thank you, Jen.
Thank you so much, Jen.
It's awesome.
We'll be right back.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Your happy place. Easy 1013, the perfect music mix.
Carbon monoxide is a deadly gas you can't see, smell, or taste.
Homes with fuel-burning appliances and/or attached garages must have working CO alarms installed outside all sleeping areas.
Don't let the silent killer get you. Install working CO alarms today.
Get your local sports fix with Goin' for Two, a show focused on sports and athletes from London and the surrounding area. Goin' for Two, Thursdays at 6 p.m.
The regulars, the guys who keep this place in business. Last week, they had something to celebrate. Jason had just finished university. So they toasted his profs, his TAs, his old roommates. Well, they toasted just about everyone. But I worry about and take care of my guys. So even when I know they're not driving, sometimes that means bringing them a little surprise. And then they had a drink to me.
Brought to you by Smart Serve Ontario and Arrive Alive, Drive Sober.
Welcome back. The COVID pandemic taught us so many things, one of which is the importance of having your community and building your network. The impact of having a strong community and the connections that come out of that community are vital to our well-being. Katie is the CEO of the Social Wellness Concierge and co-owner of She Rises Together. What are these businesses? Well, let's find out together. Welcome.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here today.
So tell us about your businesses.
Yeah, so the Social Wellness Concierge is my main business, and I started that about a year and a half ago. I was new to the city. And, as a mother especially, I find that we use our children as buffers a lot in social situations. So, I know that in general, it's sometimes awkward and uncomfortable and nerve-wracking going out and getting social with people. But I think especially since the pandemic, a lot of us had increased social anxiety, getting back into that, as well as I moved back here to London, so besides my family, I knew nobody. I had no friends, and I was finding that was the general trend, that so many people had moved here in the last couple of years, that getting out and getting to know people was a big challenge. So I thought, why don't I start something where we can get out and we can get to know each other, and I can provide a space where we can reduce that anxiety and we can get together on a pretty even platform and ground where people can connect and have a moderator there in case things do start to get awkward, and also be exploring the local businesses and the local things that go on in town. I really wanted to explore those and start to see what was out there that maybe people didn't know about yet.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so I went on to your social media. I was creeping you a little bit.
That's okay.
And I saw that like you've gone to hiking and you just do things as a group. Like, so how does that all work? How does a person get involved?
Yeah, so we do all sorts of different things. It depends on weather. Obviously with hiking, we do more of that in the spring and summer and fall. But I just like to do things that have a variety and that bring in different people. So hiking is something that people really seem to enjoy. I do have a hike coming up at the we're going to go to the cookie bar and just enjoy some snacks and some socializing, because that's really what it's all about. We've done other things, like I've done a few retreats. We've been to the salt cave in town. We've been to a local farm. So it's just, you know, whatever I feel like doing and there's an interest in, then we just go and explore that together.
So how does a person get involved? How do they find out more and become part of this?
They can follow me on social media. So I'm mostly active on Instagram. I also do some stuff on Facebook as well. But yeah, just reach out to me and, you know, let me know that you're interested, and I can tell you what we have going on and see kind of what's the best fit for you.
That's awesome. And we just have like 1 minute left. Can you tell us about your other business?
Yeah, so my other business is She Rises Together, and that business is a very similar concept, but it's targeted towards business owners. So I run local meetups every month that are free, but I've started doing co-working days as well. So I have one of those coming up on April 11th. And I've partnered with Carissa Lynn, who's a local business entrepreneur, and I'm really excited to bring that opportunity to everyone and to, again, build that community in the entrepreneur world as well.
Nice. Well, you've got the social,
yes,
and then you've got the business. You got it all covered.
I got it all covered.
You got it all
I love
covered.
it.
Well, thank you so much for doing what you do, because there are a lot of people out there that really don't know how to start meeting people as adults. Like when you're in school, it's easy, right? But when you're an adult and adulting, it's a little bit harder to meet new people.
Yeah, exactly.
So thank you.
Thank you. It was great being here.
We'll be right back.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Jeff from Chillin' and Grillin' with Jeff here, and we are back for another incredible season of Chillin' and Grillin' with Jeff. We're going to tour some amazing backyards. We're going to meet up with some great folks, and we're going to cook some incredible food. Join us Thursdays at 7:30 for Chillin' and Grillin' with Jeff.
Hi everyone, my name's Emily Febri. I'm also known as Ranger M. I'm an environmental communicator and educator, and I get to talk to a lot of different people about all things nature and conservation. I love to knowledge share, and that's what I want to do with you. So come on, let's go learn with Ranger M.
Public transit, garbage pickup, parks and recreation programs, snow removal on your street. How can you stay informed about these and other important local services? Tune to City Council coverage on Rogers TV. See your community leaders at work on Rogers TV City Council coverage.
I did it.
I need it.
The hero gave it.
And I am alive.
As an organ donor, you can save up to 8 lives and enhance the lives of 75 others. Please go to our website. Pledge a gift of life. You'll be glad you did.
Welcome back. There is a growing theme happening in our world. We are better understanding the importance of love. Recently, there was a movie released that talked about Bob Marley's life, and it was titled after his internationally known song, One Love. Well, Dr. Sonia Palak's main message is One Love. She is an orthodontist, an author, and love advocate. Please welcome Dr. Sonia Palak to the show. Welcome.
Thank you, Jennifer. It's so nice to be here.
It's so nice to have you. We were having a conversation right before, and I was just like, oh, tell me more. So tell us about your story. Tell us a little bit.
So this actually is the 1-year anniversary to the day.
Congratulations.
Thank you that this book got published. I self-published this 4-book series after probably almost 2.5 years it took to write and edit them and to put them together and bring them to the world. It's a message of one love, of peacefully ever after, to replace that old tale of true love happily ever after, which is selective, which is based on judgment and is not for everyone. Our world is ready for this change, and I think the energy is there, willing to hear this message and to accept it into our hearts to really bring change, and I think it's our time.
Yeah, and you have an interesting journey because you're an orthodontist by practice.
Yes,
practice, right?
yes. 25 years this year in private practice. I have a clinic in Woodstock, and I live in London. I grew up in Windsor and Dorchester, and this is where I lived for many years. So these books are based on the places in my life and the things and the time frame of that, which is really in the 70s and 80s and beyond. So it was a different time, we know that, but it's largely one that had a lot of shame. And our generation, Gen X, as children, were heavily shamed. And this is a part of why we're silent and that we can't articulate that we do want to save the world. We do want to be that superhero and bring love and light to the world. I think that's our purpose here. But we have a hard time healing. So this is a story. And I think that's how humans learn best, that we can heal from that. So as an orthodontist, I'm a healer in a sense. This is sort of a different avenue, but it's part of my own healing journey.
Nice. And so when someone picks up this book and they're reading it, what are you hoping that they take away from it?
I hope that it creates a radical empathy inside of them. I think that what the world needs is to develop that skill again, is to feel how it feels to relate to another human being. When you take Athena's hand, you're going to feel what she feels. And then you're going to recognize something. It's going to awaken something deep in you that we are connected.
Yes.
Because the feeling of loneliness, the feeling of desperation, the feeling of love, of joy, these are universal human emotions. And when we realize how we're connected, that's the importance.
Oh, that's awesome. That is amazing. That is amazing. And so you said it's been a year?
Yes.
Since you published it?
A year today, and 3 weeks from today, I'm going to be in Toronto speaking in a competition, and actually the title of my talk is One Love. And it is to articulate in 5 minutes to the world my own personal journey through racism, healing, one love, and becoming whole as a person on this planet.
So how did you get inspired to do this?
I went through my own, dark night of the soul. I think when my life burned to the ground, I basically went through my 22-year marriage ended. I was sort of destitute and alone. I had a lot of death around me. And then I just was there, and a man's voice said in my ear on March 1st, 2020, it's time to write. And I jumped out of bed. It was like, whoa. And I hadn't thought in my head that I would write books or do those things, but I just went to the shelf and picked up a pen and a journal, and out these came. And I realized in the midst of it that this was a message for people and for us to learn something about ourselves, a different method to help unlock what it is that we are seeking, which is peace. Our world is based in fear and anxiety, this system of separation that we live in, and we have to become aware that being kind does not mean you're not in separation. And we have to overcome this to become one.
Right. Well, where can people find your book?
These books are all available on Amazon. In London, they're at the Indigo at Masonville. And and at my office in Woodstock if you pop by.
Okay. And so I want to go back to the speech slam, is that what it's called?
Speaker Slam.
Speaker Slam.
Speaker Slam is at Lula's Lounge on March 26th. You can live stream it or attend. It's a wonderful event. It's got a huge prize package. You have to apply to do it. So they have 5 competitions throughout the year, and the top 2 will compete in the finals in November. And so I'm hoping that my message really strikes home with the judges and the audience, and that I find myself in a position to continue to deliver that message on a bigger stage.
Awesome. How can Londoners support you?
Londoners could support me by being kind to one another, and most importantly, remembering that that starts in themselves. We are one. So I don't have to tell anyone to love someone else. Love yourself. Be kind. Be gentle with your soul and yourself. Don't be mean. And start there, because when you listen to your inner voice, if it isn't kind and beautiful, then you can change that.
Yeah.
You're supposed to love you.
Yes. Oh, thank you so much for being here. I wish the viewers could feel the passion, like I'm just feeling it all. So
I
thank
feel
you,
you, Jen, too. You have an awesome energy. It's been lovely being here with you.
Thank you. We'll be right back.
With Rogers TV, you can cheer on the home team from the comfort of your living room. We'll head to the rink, the field, the court, or the pitch, so you don't have to. Tune in and cheer on your local amateur athletes on Rogers TV.
Hello, my name is Gracia Espinosa. I am the multimedia reporter of Fansha Student Union, and I invite you to come to the Fansha Open House on March 23rd. You are going to learn a lot. You are going to see the program. You are going to see all the facilities, services. Are you not excited? Come on March 23rd. Fansha is waiting for you.
Hi, my name is Veronica Antipolo, and I am the manager of the Social Enterprise Incubator at Pillar Nonprofit, and I'm also a professional storyteller, and I am this week's guest on Pollinating Purpose.
Welcome back. Our next guest is no stranger to the show. When he appears, you remember. The London Green Ranger may just have the biggest heart in the City of London. He is here today to talk about 3 big ideas that he has, and he needs our help. So let's hear more. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me again.
No problem. So for those who don't know you, the Green Ranger, tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
I'm the London Green Ranger. I wear the Green Ranger suit from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. The original person who portrayed the Green Ranger was Tommy Oliver, aka Jason David Frank. Rest in peace. He committed suicide a few years ago, and it hit a lot of people around the world, his fans, everyone's family, and he spread a lot of positivity and did a lot of good things, not only for his own community, but for those of his fans around the world. And I didn't want to take his place, but I wanted to do exactly what he did, and continue spreading positivity and helping those when I can and where I can.
Awesome, thank you. And so you have 3 big ideas.
Okay, so my one idea is me and Mario Cercelli, the chairman of the City London Music Awards, have been in talk, and we're going to be organizing an event where it's a music event, and all the proceeds will be donated to Community Living London.
Okay.
To help fund with what's needed, what not. My other big idea, it hits me more personal. My daughter is 5 now, but she was diagnosed with brain cancer at the age of 1, and she's doing amazing, just so everyone knows.
Good.
When she was going through the battle and the struggle, I myself firsthand seen how it was also a struggle financially. Having to be stuck in a hospital and whatnot with finances. What I want to do is, my daughter's name is Hope, and in her name, she's still with us, by the way, but I just wanted to do it just to do a big positive thing for those that need it. either once or twice a year, I want to do a music event called All We Need Is Hope. And all the proceeds that would be raised from this event will be donated to a family in need personally.
Okay.
I wouldn't be donating it to the hospital. I'd be asking the hospital, contacting those who I would need to contact, and I'd be personally showing up and handing them the money.
Nice.
And helping them with whatever needs they need. Yeah, it came to me a few months ago.
Awesome.
And I wanted to help out. So
yeah. And the third idea?
The third idea, I had a meeting with Susan Stevenson, Ward 4 of London's City Hall. We had a meeting at London City Hall, and my idea was to create a wheelchair accessible playground for here in London.
Oh, okay. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Surprised it hasn't been done already.
I know. So yeah, there's equipment out there. It's not hard to find, but there's equipment out there that allows, say, someone in a wheelchair that wants to enjoy going on the swing, but they can't get out of their swing. The swings that are made for them, you just roll in, lock your wheels in with the proper locking mechanisms, and you can enjoy a day at the park.
Wow, nice. And so what do you need from Londoners to make these things happen?
Right now, so I'm not going forward with planning a date yet until after the Forest City London Music Week with the community living event. But the All We Need Is Hope event, what I'm looking for is a possible big venue and say people willing to sponsor to help for the venue or for, say, music, etc. and stuff like that. And they'd be obviously promoted for it, and their businesses or personal, doesn't matter, their names would be mentioned, help, say, fund this big event, and it would help out not only families, but it would help out more families in the future to come.
Yeah, for sure. So people can find you on social media, to be able
I'm on
to get
London
more
Green
information?
Ranger on Facebook. I'm not hard to find. I got 13,000 followers. I'm on Instagram, London Green Ranger 519.
Okay.
And if people want to contact Rogers themselves, I'll leave my personal card.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for everything you're doing. You're going to help a lot of families.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, that's a wrap. Thank you for watching and for listening. I encourage you to support the efforts of our guests by liking, commenting, and sharing this episode of What's Up London with your friends, with your family, and your networks. Please visit our guests' websites and social media pages, and please plan to attend their events and support their initiatives. Until I see you again, please be safe, be kind, and be the change that you want to see in the world. Bye.
Connect with us by visiting our website or email us at comments@rogerstv.com.
Welcome to Treat Yourself,